Step one, they want to rig the apps, like just all the type apps, especially if you can make money off it, and it's digital, even the thin air 5G one, let alone the dating apps. And then what they do is stuff like that, because it's social and it's completely rigged. I mean, just like anything else with comments, right? It's insidious and designed, because then they want you to switch. See, if you use the Hydra app or whatever, the dark web app, and now, like, you can, they make them think that's their only option. When, believe me, I understand that toll's only running with the scam digitally until God just snaps. They've robbed him. They've robbed everyone. They do nothing in good faith. And of course, not only is that highly illegal and immoral, but those people are covering up human trafficking and things. They entrap themselves with that app. Then they're a slave to that app, which at one point, that one of the main dark websites they used was in fact called Hydra for like a decade plus. Then, I don't know, they switched it to like Hydra 2.0. But, I mean, you can still, obviously, then they did a news rule. You can still, whatever, just the underground, but with like computers and internet instead of like old-fashioned like Chinatown type one. But that's my point. You can't force the entire populace plus the news just because it will look bad, nor could you possibly classify unconstitutional treasonous conduct, frankly. Because, of course, one sentence in public, it wouldn't matter if it's the CIA or who outranked you with a badge that told you to do something highly unconstitutional. The Constitution would win, which is why they got to hide it in the dark. You know, why do they do that? Why do they do that? Well, because they're a complete ardent straggit. They do not see the problem and the reason why nothing is fair and nothing is fixed, and they got to steal all that money and be hyper partisan so they could just steal the money after they budgeted. You know, like very. It's you know, it's very sophisticated. It's not, and God's mad at it, so that's all I have to say about that, all right? But that's the usual. And believe me, who haven't they I mean, everyone is worse off, just hands down. Everyone looks fake because it's fake, and then nothing great happens, right? So I'm staying out of foreign policy or anything more than I'm praying for the situation, everything. There is an ongoing, they are, one app to rule them all, great Satan, they like the computer, right? But, well, we noticed, and really, it's not a problem. At some point, really, I don't know, I keep saying it's going to go one way or another. We need off-ramps. There's no reason we couldn't do Ezekiel Bones one, or the Restore the Breach people, or like, with just whatever. I mean, you people are with the foregone conclusion and don't like that we have free will, especially on an individual level, let alone like, you're not once held responsible for that person or that person, whether they're in your family or a loved one or not. Certainly not like, oh, we have to listen to just what you say because you're Connor, and it got it, And yes, literally that's what these Smeagol's are hiding in the dark. They tell children that verbatim and then threaten the news that they can't even report that about it, or even fake Christians. They can't even rat out. Remember they pretended how much they don't like hypocritical. Okay, so case in point, wait a minute. My church has a problem for a while with fake people who are being mean, and I reported it in public, and yet year after year, and yet, no, they don't, that's just one cog in the same scam. They're all bricks in the wall. And so God's mad at them and just assures me, like some one way or another, the Spirit moves me to assure them to cease and desist immediately, or else, right? So that's what I keep telling them, and I just keep begging them to do better, especially publicly. Even if they can't crack that, at least in the dark, like stand down off like trying to pursue just a nut job and then go boom or whatever, like whenever they told you to like work towards, right? Because I know you're stuck in it's the Bible verbatimville, and there's just one God to rule them all, and he's furious at you because it's the same as the old God, like God, right? Mercy, truth, love, peace, stuff like that. God is peace. All right.